back through there, shove it across, okay? And then finish. And then finish is like that, and you try and close that triangle nice and tight, okay? We're gonna work on a sleeve choke, okay? So you can hit this from a lot of different situations, but it's probably easiest from this pin. So once I'm coming through, normally we're pretty high up if we're trying to work some of the collar chokes or some of our arm locks, because we need to be able to shift through in order to hit our submissions. This one's fun because I can fake pinning by riding low on his hips. So again, you can see my knees are back here by where his belt is and not up here. So I'm not pinning high, I'm pinning low. And that allows me to be able to work my hands without worrying about getting tossed off of him while I'm working the submission. So if you're working the submission, you're way up here and you're trying to choke the guy, you know, basically all he has to do is bridge and roll and you're off, okay? Whereas we're gonna ride a little bit lower in the mount back here and he tries to bridge and roll. It's a lot more difficult and it's a lot easier for me to use my hands to stop. Add to that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna suck his head up so that he thinks that I'm trying to keep him from bridging. But really what I'm trying to do is just get the first hand on the choke. So put your arm all the way through so you've got a lot of space with your hand because you're gonna need it when you bring your hand through. If I'm way back here and trying to dig my sleeve out to finish this, you know, you get a lot of cross space going on and it's definitely a lot harder to finish. So we're gonna go out here, and as soon as my hand comes out and I lift the head up, I'm gonna catch the inside of my sleeve. And there's a couple different ways of doing it. You know, you can put your thumb in and grab, you can grab a pistol grip, and you can put 2 or 4 fingers in. So I like to try the 4 if I've got enough space. If he's got a big neck, I'll switch through to the thumb. You can also do just 2 and then grab with your thumb on that side. That works as well. I'm gonna start with 4. Okay, so I grab 4 on the inside, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slice back through. Don't worry about coming over the top because then it gets caught on the jaw or his face or something along those lines, or he gets his hands up and he grabs my wrist and I can't finish. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pop my elbow out, okay? And this is another reason why I want my hand way over here and not behind his head. Back through there, shove it across, okay? And then finish. And then finish is like that, and you try and close that triangle nice and tight, okay?
Some people will show with your left hand, come on. Some people like this variation. We're a little more direct, it hurts more, that's why he's showing that. Go ahead and grab like you did that, Derek. Now with this hand, when he comes across, he will grab his other sleeve, grab his biceps area, I'm sorry, right there at the biceps. Some people will do that too, and that's perfectly okay. Okay, that's, you know, that works too, but we're a little more direct, I think, how we do it.
I like this one because a lot of times you'll get into this situation when you grab your sleeve, your elbow comes down, and then you're trying to squeeze, and it doesn't work as well. With this way, I can come down and try and grab my hand or my elbow or my forearm, and what that does is it shortens that loop. So whenever I'm choking, I'm always trying to find the best way to close that loop all the way down.
One thing, Derek and I were talking about this, a number of you guys and I were talking about this, but he likes to point out, when he does it, this is more like you're slicing. And if you just want to grab, that's okay, that works. But when you slice, just as you can see what it does, it's a quicker effect, it's a more direct effect. That's why we like that.
Yeah.
It really does work.
And
well.
you'll get all the way around to this side, the sleeve will catch this carotid, and then this side of your hand catches the other carotid. Okay, and don't let your wrist bend, okay? Keep it right there and slide it through. If I let it bend, I'll eventually get it, but you can see how I have to punch a lot harder if I keep my wrist unbent.
Yeah, it's very close.
Yeah.
Remember what he's doing, his right arm is the trapping, the controlling the anchor arm, as it were, right? And however, and again, I'm with him. If your cuffs are big enough here, grab them inside your sleeves, and you can go with that. But again, if you don't pistol grip, different grips you can use. It's as long as it's sleeve. But that's what. And this is called Sode Guruma Jime or Sode Jime. Sode means sleeve, and Guruma means sleeve wheeling, but Sode Jime is strangle or choke. So the sleeve choke, and that's pretty much it. Can you real quick one turn? One thing, kind of go a little angle a little bit so you can see when Derek's on top here. And I think this is an important point, guys. Is if he's too high, like he mentioned, I just want to reiterate some stuff that he already did. It's a great pinning situation, but when he's further back on a lower ride here, on a lower mount or whatever you want to call it, look how he has room. Now he's working with like you explained before, and he's got more. It's not just a pin, and Jake cannot buck him, bridge and roll him off. He's really stuck there. Okay, so we'll point those things out because they're people like this.
Okay, so again, we're through here like this. Okay, slide the hand through as far as you can get. Grab some sleeve, elbow out, slide across, and then just try and close the triangle.
You show how you're doing a variation of the Sode Guruma Jime, and look what you're doing with your grapevining. So your grapevining has legs. Look at that, and that really poor James is stuck, and then you've got him in a beautiful situation for your Sode Jime or Sode Guruma Jime. So that grapevine application is you're just sticking him there and he is stuck. He is grapevined and he's going nowhere with that Sode Guruma Jime. There are other variations of Sode Jime or Sode Guruma Jime. We like this one. It's, like I said, it's very direct and it's a real high rate of success. And that's why we prefer it, but there are a lot of different ways to set it up, a lot of different applications of it. So this is one of many.
Kami Shiogatami, Tate Shiogatami, you can do it from Munigatami, you can do it when they're in turtle position, front headlock position. There's a lot of variations of this choke, and it's super sneaky because they don't expect you to be choking them with your own sleeve.
Yeah. Okay, let's go for it. Let's go get them.